Five games or what? Yeah, we were away for a lot. I mean, goal line wise, a goal line wise, but I don't think I probably would have had goal line wise. 6
How do you connect your mic? Can go with our speaker? Just give me the sign and I'll put you on the line.
¿Sí tenía señal?
Sí, ya tenemos señal.
Porque yo pagué y volví y prendí.
Me tocó pues sacar mi teléfono allá lejos, porque si lo meto acá, me parecía que rojo, me tocó sacarlo allá.
Yo le subí un poquito.
Para que mejor internet y ya estamos bien. Ya hay tren correcto.
Haz una última foto que yo lo apagué y lo prendí, solamente mandando un momentico.
Es el 1.
Y bien, esperamos. Vamos a darle porque está muy listo, reina. Espera, cuando el micrófono está prendido.
Sí, ya verifiqué el número. Ah, no, este no es de Mario.
Porque ese micrófono está muy quemado este sonido de la persona. ¿No? Y si prendemos este, amor.
Yo lo cuadro cuando ellos empiezan a hablar.
Mira, sí, que sí. Yo voy a estar grabando de primera y tú puedes ir haciendo cambios cuando quieras.
Ok, listo. Entonces, la
Welcome to today's live stream of the 2024 Barossa Light and Gawler preliminary final, coming to you from Willaston. Alongside me I've got one of the gurus of local football, Craig Wackador. Craig, how are you?
Teagues, good afternoon to you, mate. Very excited to be on there for the first time for the year, mate.
Yeah, just straight off the bench, in for the big games.
Yeah, that's why we get paid the big bucks, don't we, mate? Bringing the A-team.
Oh, that would be good. But yes, perfect day for football here at Willaston. It's come in a little bit cold after the last few weeks. Weather's been great for the finals, but today a little bit more football-oriented weather. Cold, a little bit of wind. There's been some drizzle earlier in the day, but really good conditions for red-hot final.
Oh, absolutely. It's got all the conditions for a good game of footy today. Yeah, the Abel's in pretty good nick. Good crowd. The wind's probably going in a different direction. We don't normally see here at Willaston either. It's coming from, what are we looking here? We've gone from east to west, which is very unusual. So not favouring any end, but just across the ground a little bit here, Teagues.
It will test the talent of the players when they're taking shots on goal. We've seen that in the earlier games. But great crowd on hand, and it's going to be a real showcase of BL&G footy today.
Yeah, it is. You've got a side, Tanunda, on paper, their best 22 is probably the best side in the competition, but looking at their outs, they've got some huge outs today. Obviously, Sutcliffe, Linky, Voigt out of their forward half, and then you got the Magnet Bull in Cowan missing for a couple of weeks now, and then unfortunately for the suspension of Doherty in that last minor round game, as that's 5 quality players out for Tanunda Footy Club, and they're hard to replace, and they come up against a red-hot Angaston side who have been pretty consistent the second half of the year. So, yeah, interesting game, let's say the least, mate.
Yes, and real balance between these two teams. Those outs bring Angaston right into the contest. Probably a team that's gone under the radar for most of the season, but their last 8 weeks have been sensational. Their last bad game was probably round 10 against Tanunda.
Yeah.
Since then they've been excellent.
Their back six are pretty consistent. Their makeup for the whole year, that doesn't really change. They got some continuity. Their on-ball machine is just sensational with their Corcoran, Kowalski, Somerton. And then they got the likes of Rusker and Shannon that can roll through there and tuck well. And their forward line is spearheaded by Durden and Shepherd. And they got some quality small forwards up there as well. So they'll bring a contest, there's no doubt of that.
Durden and Shepherd have kicked 81 goals between them so far for the year.
Yeah, and then obviously Tanunda losing 59 goals for their season as well. Linky not playing, obviously at the top of Darwin somewhere. And Sutcliffe that probably shouldn't have played last week, Teagues.
You watch TV soon, maybe yeah, exactly. That's just dumb, you know. I love living tonight. I get at some point I say
No, ya lo bajaste, estaba súper bien ahorita.
He spends majority of the time, I would say 90-95% in the midfield. He does not swap forward, whereas Cahoon can drift forward at certain stages. But Wildman, he's very impressive. Like seen him 3 times live, and his running ability is huge.
He is great. His work from across half-back is just elite. But Colquhoun, when he's on the ball, his ability to kick goals from 55, 60 out is unmatched.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So that's where it's going to come down to. I mean, a couple of balls in there in the middle for Angaston, Kowalski, and Corker.
Sorry, what was that?
Kowalski.
That's a little bit better. You're getting there.
How would you pronounce it, T?
Vatursky.
Vatursky. Is that right?
Yes.
Really? Kowalski.
Vatursky. You've got. You're on the bench for next week again because Willaston are in the grand final, so we've lost your services. So you're going to have to work on it for next year.
Well, there you go.
That's one for the Willaston boys to enjoy on the broadcast when they watch it back.
So pronounce that again, T.
Vatursky.
Vatursky. Vatursky. Wow.
You'll get there.
I'll never.
I apologise to everyone for the 7 or 8 times you'll butcher it today.
You will, because he'll probably end up touching it a few times, Steve. So
he will be crucial to Angaston's success. But I think it's the lesser lights of the Panthers that have really stepped up in the second half of the season. Yep. The likes of Corbin Schubert as a backup, undersized backup ruckman has been really impressive. He just battles hard and punches above his weight.
As I said before, they're pretty much the settled sides within that back six. Jack Morals and Ricky back there. They haven't changed too much. That six.
They're very settled and they know each other's game and they don't panic.
McInerney's been impressive.
McInerney's game, first semi-final was one of the most impressive I've seen in a long time. If it had been a regular season game, he would have had 6 votes.
The most consistent sides losing players. They got the same 18 to 20 big round, keep rotating that 21st to 22nd player, and they rotate a couple of kids to give them experience to see if it's a fantastic thing for the footy club. It just opens up to be absolutely exciting. They'll be full of going in the second year now in the competition. They're the number 1 defensive side in the competition. Scores again, so they hold up pretty well. They're the 3rd highest offense as well. Whereas Tanunda being number 1, and number 2 in defence. So it's all shaping up to be a classic contest footy here, and looking forward to seeing how it will come.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot. I want a player from each team. Who do you think is the key?
Oh, there's no doubt for Tanunda, it's Wildman. He single-handedly destroyed us last week. And I'm going a standout X Factor. I am going with Ruska.
Ruska?
Yeah,
that's a very good call. Kick 4 or 5. That's a big call. He'll get a lot of touches. I don't know if he'll kick 4 or 5. I don't think he's done that in his career. I'm going with Dylan Tuckwell.
Ooh.
He's a midfielder who plays a lot forward, goes under the radar with the big names in the team.
Well, that's a big one. That's a good call.
Has had a really good second half of the season.
Yep.
Is maturing as a player. I think that he could be a key today.
And if they go too defensively strong on Shepherd and Durden, we've always got Ben Antoni that can kick a few scores too, mate. So.
Yes, Ben Antoni's another player who Angaston will want to bring into the game early.
Absolutely, and we've got Lawless, Murch, and the third one, Herman, the third one for the umpires today. So Lawless, Herman, and Murch. So maybe a dress rehearsal for next week's grand final. As we just saw, it was Ryan Prentice and the 2 golden whistles, Hudson Nowak doing the Rezzies.
Yes.
So I think that 3 will probably go on to.
I do think so. They've been the standouts for the last few years.
Not that I'll know too much of that, mate, but I reckon that will. I can see the writing in there.
More volume?
No. But it's going to be a fantastic matchup. I think that both teams are really evenly matched. The one concern I would have from an Angaston point of view is the speed of Tanunda's small forwards. We saw last week when they got hold of Willaston, they really did wreak havoc at times. The likes of Jack May, Jack Collins.
They probably went under the radar a little bit. It was the young fella.
Mason Feltus.
Yeah, Mason Feltus, Darcy Thompson. They've got Isaac Feltus in today, another fleet-footed forward. So they got May, Mason Feltus, Isaac Feltus,
With
and
most
young
of-
Darcy Thompson. So
Much better.
No.
it goes for an interesting.
With most of their big forwards out, the small forwards are going to be relied upon to do a lot of the work today.
Yeah, absolutely. But they do it very well. They set up well, but they set up well behind the footy. Angaston, their high half forwards get across half back and support around the stoppages, and then they power forward and they leave their forward options open for guys like Durden and Shepherd.
Yes, I think that Angaston are going to really have to play a controlled game. I don't think they want to get into a shootout with Tanunda. I think Angaston really want to control the play and keep it a fairly low-scoring game, much the way they did with South Gawler in the first semi.
Just looking at the lineups as they go and to make their way into position here, Teagues, I could see that Guilfoy's gone forward now. Obviously, they're rolling the dice a little bit there. Normally, across half back, that intercept marker across half back, and he's starting forward. So there's a surprise straight up. And I thought maybe Bailey Smith might go forward for him with those three absences of those key forwards. But as I can see, he's going back into the defence, and he'll take Durden or Shepherd.
But Guilfoy out of their half back line is a massive hole because, as we know, he is the best defender in the competition.
Absolutely, especially that intercept marking as well. So across half back and repels a lot of attacks for the opposition, and they thrust them forward from there. But here we go, Teagues, you take us away there, old son.
As we go, umpire in the middle, ball up, tap for Angaston, and a quick clearing kick from Somerton. Got a ball up at centre half forward, so and ball up again. Adams beaten by Falkenberg on that occasion, but Angaston have got players at the back of the contest. There was Kvaterski, Miles, little fumble, gets the handball forward. Tanunda have got a sweeper, and a good strong mark there. Tanunda, he burst his way out of that tackle, that kick forward, and there's a mark in the forward 50. Tanunda will take the first shot on goal.
Darcy Thompson now just outside 50, goes long to the top of the square looking for the big fella in Guilfoy. He can't get front
Good
position.
spoil.
Jenner takes the footy now, handballs over to Hood. Hood is wrapped up by Watson in a strong tackle, and there's a ball up, and Mark Herman says, I'll have it, thanks, and he'll throw it up just outside the square for Tanunda.
That's a good start for Tanunda, a real positive start. They need that.
Somerton clears the defensive for Angaston, his second touch already inside the first minute, so doesn't look to be a run with roll going there with Somerton. So obviously both of the boys just looking at the matchups around the ground here, Teagues, and pretty much has status as quo as what we thought, mate. Umpire throws it in now.
Big punch down from the Angaston ruckman, and they're happy just to reset. Malachi Colhagen lining up on Jack May. That's an interesting move, but that's a good speed match.
Couple of speedsters on the wing there, isn't there?
Be exciting if we get the ball out in the open. Tap down again. No one able to win it clear, but Angaston work their way out by hand.
McInerney, now the distributor comes out towards...
Puts it out into space, and Colhagen, who we just mentioned, was out in front leading, but the ball beat both of them to the boundary. So they'll have a ball in almost in front of the centre wing position. Falkenberg with the tap down. Colhoun gets the handball away. Tuckwell goes in, but he's grabbed high. Umpire says, I'll ball it up. Good kick around the corner from Somerton. Big fly on that occasion from Rusker. Strong tackle there. Colhagen just wrapping his opponent up.
Somerton's third clearance for the day already.
Tap down. Neither ruckman really controlling it. But there we are. Ball comes out. Adams, the big ruckman, at his feet, couldn't quite get his hands on it. Really well done, Steve Rusker. And Nostradamus next to me is gloating already. or Waxstradamus.
Yeah, once again, I mean, that freedom that Summerton had as well. Like, he's got to show.
That is something Tanunda are going to have to do something about. They cannot allow him to distribute out of the stoppage.
Absolutely. Just
He's
too clever.
too good.
Too clever footballer, Teagues. Absolutely
As
too
we
clever
see
footballer.
Rusker coming in now. Wind in his face. And he is just offline. The wind did push that quite hard to the right. It is a very strong breeze.
So the kick-in duties, Calhoun normally takes the kick-outs, goes short to Dowse. That's just a repetitive play, set play that Tanunda do. They distribute it out of the other side,
Long
looking
down to
for
the
Collins.
wings.
Collins couldn't take the mark, and the ball was trickled over for a boundary throw-in. Pretty much a set play there from Tanunda. Just
Yes.
a little short kick-in, and then
We
they go
see that
down the line.
every game,
Yep,
over and
absolutely.
over.
The key is to lock them down early, stop that first one, and you have to number off, lock off straight away to stop that link up.
Ball in now. No one able to get clear in space until Angaston get the ball out. There's a mark taken up forward, not paid. So it looked like a mark from this angle, but umpire was right on the spot.
Yeah, Ben Antoni's getting his hands to the footy there, so two very important players, Rusker and Ben Antoni, early getting a touch of the footy.
Falkenberg with the tap down. And a really big tackle. We'll have a repeat ball up. I think there's going to be a lot of this today. Even though the conditions are good, both teams are going to be very physical around the contest.
Yeah, it's going to be a contest. They're going to feel each other for the first 10 or 15 minutes, Teague, so there's no doubt about that. So
We'll have a repeat ball up. Same spot. Almost 3 in a row.
yep, absolutely.
Falkenberg just smashes the ball forward, but his teammates wrapped up immediately.
Already 5.5 minutes into the first quarter, and as we can see, it's just stoppage after stoppage at the moment. Both sides just filling each other, and until the shackles open up a little bit. But what's the first team to break?
And free kick going the way of Tanunda,
Ben Schiller.
the old timer.
Yep, he's part of that prestigious premiership era that they had. He was only a young fella then. When I say young fella, 21, 22. But
He and Matt Westhoff are the last two holdovers from
yeah,
that era.
Yeah, good call there, Teagues. Beautiful call. So Falkenberg's found some space. Wildman early Dowse.
Dowse, he's a great user of the footy. That one he was under pressure.
Linky now can't control the footy, and the ball trickles over in the Tanunda deep in the pocket in front of the Willaston Cricket Club barbecue area there, and a few boys gathering around there and having a refreshment and a nice barbecue. So ball's thrown in now. Tanunda's thing. Gilfroy does the ruck with Adams. Adams now hits it. Summerton once again with
Gets
his
out
fifth
the front of the
disposal.
contest too easily. Cohagen under pressure, but Antoni's there.
Rusker now
Antoni
handling.
gets the forward handball. That left foot goes forward. That's a really good pass. Hits Durden.
Look at the open. Look at the open inside 50 here, Teagues, for Angaston. This is the key for them, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. He should have gone a lot
That's
quicker to Rusker.
disappointing.
Rusker had his defender goal side, and all he had to do was put it to a space.
You're
and
just desperate for Stevie Rusker to prove you right. I've never heard an independent commentator cheer so hard.
Well, you did ask for an X Factor, and I told you the X Factor. You kicked 4 or 5.
I didn't realise you had a pineapple on it.
So Wildman now the set play from Tanunda handballs to Schiller. Schiller now comes the other side looking for Porter, who did a fantastic job on Warhutter last week for Porter. So Porter now just a controlled footy.
Really good ball movement.
Out to Isaac Feltus. He goes short looking for goals.
That's
Scores
chopped off.
Touched off the boot. Oh.
That's McInerney clearing the ball.
Looking down at the bench here, Teagues, Luke Snowden's just receiving a bit of treatment here, and it looks like a knee or a hamstring already. Coming back from hammy.
Missed last week with a hamstring issue, so is that another risk that's gone wrong? Kvaterski with the ball, kicks the ball to centre half forward. It's a dangerous area. Tanunda defend it well. Really strong tackle from Archie Haddon. But yes, if Snowden can't go, is that another risk that has not paid off?
Especially soft tissues, Teagues. You know, they say 21 days. I know he's had a bit of time off.
Quick pick up.
McInerney.
McInerney once again just reading the play.
To be controlled with the footy here, rarely Kicks down the
Goes
line.
long.
Shepherd here.
Shepherd at the front, got 2 hands to it, couldn't mark it. That did
And-
just get over the line. The umpire was in perfect position there. She's doing a great job.
Couple of early touches for McInerney, cross half back for Angaston, and Somerton very pivotal early.
Falkenberg with
Kahuna.
the tap down. There's Colquhoun. Couldn't really get the ball away cleanly. So the ball's wrapped up here on the centre wing. So umpire Herman with the ball. One of the greats of the BLG umpiring fraternity. Good handball out there for Angaston. Somerton in space. Puts it out in front of Shepherd, but a little too far. But again, another clear possession for Somerton. He's up to 5 or 6 already. Smith to bring the ball back in for the Magpies. Captain goes long down the line. Guilfoy flew, couldn't take it. Quick handball out there for Angaston. Adams gets handball out to Somerton.
Jay Shannon now.
Shannon tried to burst out of the tackle, couldn't quite, got the kick away. And Tony dives on the ball and takes it over the line.
So at the 10-minute mark, we've only got the single point to Angaston. Tanunda haven't scored, and they've gone inside 53 times each. So it's still a battle between the arcs at the moment, Teagues. Once again, it's just a contest after contest. There's
Deep
Schubert.
throw in. Schubert in the ruck now. Falkenberg takes the ball, gets it away. And a good mark there. Ryan Watson. Some heads long.
Pushing it, push.
Free kick
So
given away.
Guilfoy.
Colquhoun now. Went to play on. But the free kick's actually being brought back.
Guilfoy.
Guilfoy's already got a bit of tape on the back of his head. He had that on when they ran out.
Goes inside 50, looking for Trainer. Trainer can't complete
Well
the mark.
defended by Alex Reinke.
Yeah, so just keeping a check on Luke Snowden. Right hamstring, just been taped up. Maybe you see him run along the boundary to see if he's right to come back on, but be worrying signs.
You keep an eye on that, Doc.
I will. Dr. Door.
Don't think it's a doctor I'll ever visit.
I've got all the answers for you, Teagues. I've got all the solutions that you want to work
Why
out.
they
here,
call you
mate.
Google. It's got an answer for everything.
So Wyman another touch there. Rusker there. Gives the clearance out. Somerton.
Somerton again, just
Hello.
got his own football. Just waiting
again,
for things
Tanunda.
to calm down.
Tanunda, everyone behind the footy. Commonly used as
Long.
a common term as a trap line and a
Shepherd
strong
at
mark
the
by
front,
Shepherd.
a double grab, but a good strong mark for the big forward.
He's a good
He
player,
goes
Shepherd.
quickly. He's passed off Kvatersky on the run. Gives the handball back. Excellent. Schubert now drives it long. Not the greatest of kicks. Tanunda looking to mop up. They go out to the outer side. There's a good mark taken. Shepherd again. So the Panthers driving the ball back in.
And found
That's
Durden.
worked better. Durden for his first clean look at the footy for the day. And the wind is really going to be coming hard over his left shoulder here.
Snowden back on the ground, but not looking 100%, Teagues.
You'd want to try and run off him. Be interesting to see which player he goes to.
Angaston rotating their wings as they always do. So with Haddon off and then Colhagen back on, and they do a three-way. Most clubs do these days. They've got two women
Durden
and
comes in, takes the shot, just drifts across the front. The mark taken there, that's Shepherd. Right on the goal line.
who initially set the play up here on the wing.
And then
Teague.
got another touch across the ground.
Correct.
He is working hard, covering a lot of space. And register it's the minor score. Angaston missing vital opportunities here. They really could have put Tanunda under some scoreboard pressure.
Once again, Colquhoun takes a kick out. Kick short, and why wouldn't he want to kick out when he's got skills like that? He sends it out to the other side there, Tanunda. Tanunda are away here, but just a little bit held up. Angaston have dropped a few numbers back. He goes long down the line looking for Trainer. Trainer's probably outdone Hood there, couldn't quite complete the mark. Hood's done very well. Tuckwell, a quick handball. McInerney's got the ball, dodges, weaves. He's very smart.
Gets that kick away. And a good strong mark taken there. Shepherd once again.
Corcoran,
sorry.
Corcoran
goes long.
There's Shepherd, there's your man.
There we go. Gives the quick handball
Burgess.
off. Tyrell Burgess. He'll get that free kick down the field, or has earned it down the field. And while he's in the play, quick shout out to his uncle Sam Bowen and Auntie Courtney in New Zealand who are tuning in, and his older sister Matala who's watching from Italy. They go quick across the face.
That's a fair coverage of family.
It is a fair coverage.
Jeez. Anyone else away at this time of year? It's a fair contingent of family that go on overseas also.
Oh, the aunt and uncle live in New Zealand.
So Tanunda with a series of handballs now, and Schiller now wants to clear the defensive 50 of Tanunda, but Ruskin dropped the mark that he should have taken, but butters up and tackles and the forced ball up, and Hermie says, I'll have it.
Just locking the ball in their forward half. They need to get a return for this dominance. Schubert commits a free kick there, so Falkenberg will have the chance to clear.
Not a good kick. McInerney then spoils Isaac Felder's. Not to the advantage of Felder's.
Good tap out. But a good strong mark from Reinke coming back from injury today. Goes into the middle of the ground, finds Tuckwell. Tuckwell plays on quickly to Hood, who flies through the middle of the field, takes a bounce, drives the ball long.
Shepherd
stays now. Shepherd around the corner. That's the opening goal of the game. Gavin Shepherd. Goal number 32 for the season for the big forward.
He's been very influential early, hasn't he? Shepherd
has had a number of touches.
His ability to get up the ground to get the footy, but then lose his defender coming back is a key for him. So, but the run of Hood from half back, wasn't that inspirational?
That was dynamic, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
He's got speed to burn and is willing to use it.
Both sides willing
centre
to
of the oval in perfect shape. He's so confident with that bounce. Great credit to the curators here at the Willaston ground.
Yeah, we trained, obviously this week has been getting better and better at each, and the Gawler Council put on a lot of work into it.
Falkenberg with a good tap down there. Colquhoun got the kick away out of the air. Hood overran it, but there's Tanunda. Hamish Martin gets the ball high up and under. Well defended on that occasion. Trainer grabbed the ball. He was wrapped up immediately.
Obviously Tommy Ryan coming back in for Angaston as well. Missed the first semi with a rolled ankle here when we last played him.
Kick out of defence.
Tuckwell.
That's into space. Bounce is good for Jackie May. He's wrapped up. He almost broke the tackle. Kind of broke the tackle. Got the kick away. Tyrell Burgess couldn't quite take him down. It's the first Burgess tackle I think I've seen in my life.
You said that, Teagues, not me, mate. So Falkenberg gets his hands
and
on the
Somerton once again.
Lord.
In traffic. Runs by, gets the ball back. Goes by foot. Just over the head of Durden. Ball comes to ground. Tanunda clear that quite easily. Into the middle of the ground.
Hahn now looks out for Trainer, but the ball drops short about 2 or 3. Good gather, though.
Tom Ryan shut him down. Good kick to the pocket, though. Well defended by Angaston. They're moving the ball out. They've got numbers there. And they just gain some distance there. That ball's going to go out, so it'll be last touched.
Two veterans back there, Teagues, Miles and Ryan. They just do the job in week in, week out.
That's why they're so solid down back. You've got the captain and one of the senior leaders who just don't panic under pressure.
They're probably up against the tall forwards every time, and the competitors is really sensational. Really good. So obviously May now comes out of a contest now.
Quick shout out to Paddy White walking past.
Guilfoy now, his first mark inside 50.
He goes short to a really good lead from Colquhoun. He got away from Hood momentarily. So Colquhoun with a chance to kick Tanunda's opening goal. The wind has dropped right off.
It's interesting, it's no trade secret, but yeah, Colquhoun's work ethic to get forward and lose his midfield opponent and become the 7th forward as a lead up is very crucial to Tanunda's future setup.
And he's such a good kicker of the football, you'd put this down already. Comes in, puts it to the square, and it's touched over the line. So a minor score. Tom Ryan to bring the ball back in for Angaston. Plays on. Comes long out to the near side. He's got Shepherd as the target. Haddon was at the back. He got the ball. Gets the ball away to Somerton, who gets a quick kick before he's knocked over. Good take from Tuckwell. Gets to Kvaterski. Gets the ball off to Jenner. And Durden couldn't quite take that, but he does go in and lay the tackle. And a free kick goes away of Matt Westhoff for high contact. Westhoff goes quickly to Douse. So Tanunda using this outer side as their preferred exit. Out to the wing.
Jack May's had a couple of touches in the last couple of minutes, been very influential, gets it back again, was smothered into the mark, smothered again, 2 times in a row. Moldman is getting a fair bit of footy as well himself.
And a big fly back there from McInerney. Couldn't take the mark. Adams cleans up. They go by hand. Quick kick out from Miles. He finds Rusker. Rusker goes short, just calming things down a little bit. Playing a possession game, Angaston.
Yeah, they'll be patient. They'll wait for the right option. They'll chip, and then wait for the right option.
Yeah, they go looking for Shepherd. Got to the front, but well defended. And Tanunda got a man at the back. He goes with the clearing kick. Angaston have got some options there, though. Couldn't get the ball away. He was tackled, so holding the ball.
May now, Trainer's got the footy, goes in. Board looking for Colquhoun. He's got his name written all over that.
And just really good forward work from Colquhoun. He's just starting to use his craft, and I think that could be a bit much for some of the Angaston defenders.
Yeah, we did, as I said, he sort of drifts forward at his own will, but he's got that communication. Obviously, when he does swap, he's got the communication when he's forward to go into the midfield. So,
first goal of the game for Tanunda goes to Sam Colquhoun, the playing coach. Just what his team needed. Angaston are going to have to really be keeping an eye on that. When he goes forward, he is the most dangerous player on the ground.
I don't think he really starts forward, and this is an area that we put a lot of time into. And yeah, let me just see. I'll keep an eye on it, but I think we wake up to it. And Tyson Ellen did a fantastic job.
Good tap from Falkenberg. Somerton trying to break through. He's wrapped up immediately on that occasion. Ryan Watson doing the dirty work for Tanunda. That's his game. Umpire Herman with the ball up. Falkenberg with the tap down, but there's Angaston with the clearance from Somerton once again.
Thompson now, Jenner now. They're all having their turn.
Excellent tackle on that occasion. That's young Angus Pfeiffer. Gave away a free kick, high tackle. Big Angus Adams flying in with the punch, but Colquhoun's there at ground level, gave away the handball. Again, big Angus Adams getting down on his hands and knees. Make sure that ball goes out so that he can deal with the throw-in.
It's been interesting, the influences have had plenty of the footy themselves, haven't they, the midfield?
Yes.
There doesn't seem to be any set matchups or run with roles at the moment, so obviously both sides feeling each other and happy with what they're getting in the inputs in the middle.
Wildman's starting to get his hands on the ball. That's going to be important for the Pies. Umpire Herman with the ball up. Blood rule. As Wildman's got some blood coming from his shin. He wanted to just wipe it off, but Umpire Herman said, I'm not having any of that. You're off. So Umpire Herman to restart. Both ruckmen fly at it. Somerton lays a strong tackle. Great wrestling move from the two. It's Watson and Somerton. That's going to be a real junkyard dog clash. Neither ruckman really got a hand to it. Excellent tackle by Jenner.
Just saw the work off the footy where McInerney sort of went straight to Somerton, gave him a little bit of a bump and allowed Somerton to go. Here we go again. McInerney just blocks out Watson, allows Somerton to go out the footy. Didn't work out this time, but just the work off the footy that McInerney did. Just going to call holding the ball here.
And holding the ball. So free kick going the way of Angaston. And it is that man McInerney with the ball. He's a good user and he does go reasonably long. Finds Kvaterski. I'll call that so you don't have to.
That's right. That would be the thing. That would be the game plan for the day, Teagues, I reckon.
Ball bouncing around. Good take from Colhagen. Goes with a kick. Just overshot a little bit and picked out the defender, Matt Westhoff.
Promising build-up. Just the execution going inside 50 wasn't up to it, was he? And Westhoff, who was about a couple of metres off Durden. A good kick would have found Durden. But now Tanunda are going to repel this. And
great bustling move there.
Collins
goes long down the wing. He's really grown the last 2 weeks.
He was impressive last week. There's Cohoon
as
now.
siren goes for quarter time. As currently the score, Angaston 1-8, leading Tanunda 1-7 on the Birds Barossa scoreboard. As what a first quarter that was. It was end-to-end action, but no one really able to find a key avenue to goal.
No, and there's both inside entries, 8 to Tanunda, 9 to Angaston, and it was just a battle of defences, and the first 10 minutes was just a complete ball up after ball up, and both sides, both of their key players are getting a heap of the footy, so are they going to continue rolling the dice, or they've got to have a match up somewhere? But at this point in time, there'll be no pushing the panic buttons, that's for sure. 1-2 to 1-1.
Who had the better of that quarter?
It's hard to say. Like, everyone had their opportunity, didn't they? It was a momentum. One time it was Angaston, one time it was Tanunda. It's really hard to pick. I think the execution going inside both sides, I think they can clean that up, and whoever's going to take the most of that opportunity and kick a score. So
I think Angaston wasted some golden opportunities.
Correct.
Some of their entry was a little bit cleaner in the setup, but their finishing just didn't match up.
they just seem that the Angaston forward half seemed to be a lot more open than Tanunda's forward half, you know what I mean?
Yes.
How they do that is...
Well, the likes of Shepherd running so far up the ground drags at least one player with another looking at him.
Yeah, but there's a lot of room inside that Angaston. There's something that we noticed when we played. We couldn't work out, you know, they have so much room inside their 50, and then you look at the other side of the fence when you flip the coin, that Tanunda's, there's not much room. So they get numbers back to support their back six, and then they repel transition, and they go hard, and they go fast.
Yes, we've seen some beautiful work out there. Somerton putting on a clinic early. Kvaterski and Ruska, the two midfield bulls, starting to get the ball in the open for Angaston. But again, we're seeing that defensive six for Angaston holding tight.
Yeah.
But Tanunda, with Colhoun sort of starting to get off the chain, look really dangerous.
Yeah. Once again, you know, it's going to come down to the midfield battle, isn't it, Teagues? Whoever wins that the most and whoever makes the most of the opportunities. We keep saying it, but that's what it's all about. So it makes an interesting second quarter, and both coaches would probably be happy with their charges at quarter time, given the fact that the scoreboard's 1-2 to 1-1, and it's only a point in it. And I think both of them would say, Sam and Craig Haddon will be saying, we've just got to lower the eyes and make sure we find those connections inside 50, which they haven't been able to do.
And big question still hangs over Luke Snowden. If he is not able to go at 100%, that's a big loss for Tanunda's rotations.
Yeah, with all the key personnel they've got out, though, two tall forwards, they definitely don't want to lose a bloke like Luke Snowden anyway. So
Who can play as a key forward.
correct, yeah. So it's either him or trainer. So that's what it comes down to. So it makes an interesting, probably next 20-25 minutes, Teagues, and looking forward to it, mate.
As teams starting to prepare to break. I'm looking forward to the second quarter really starting to break open a little bit.
Oh, it's got to. I mean, can't keep there. The repeat stoppages were huge, and something that we take a note of with our stats of repeat stoppages, and given the fact that there was several of them, like 12 repeat stoppages in that quarter, that's a huge number. So there's a lot of numbers around the footy at the moment. Everyone's fresh. Everyone wants to have a touch of the footy. To see if the game breaks open a little bit and becomes a bit more offensive.
It's just that little bit of fatigue that will start to set in after nearly 30 minutes of hard running. It's just that one step that you might drop off that opens the door for some of those elite players to break through.
Oh, absolutely, and they both got it, haven't they? They both got elite players in each line, so it's going to come down to that. But, it's something that it's about holding the ball inside your forward territory, forward half, holding the ground, and as I said, there's a lot of work between the 50-metre arcs at the moment, and both sides feeling each other.
There's still a number of key players for both teams that we haven't seen in the action yet, and that's what we need to see as we go forward.
Yeah, the major players are there. Both sides are defending really well.
The move of Guilfoyle forward hasn't really paid dividends yet, but if, as a coach, do you leave him there and wait, because it only has to come off 2 or 3 times to really have an impact?
Well, at the moment, I think they're pretty happy with probably the fact that Bailey Smith is he's running with Shepherd, and Westhoff is more than comfortable in the goal square with Durden. So at the moment, as a defensive group, the key hybrid forwards, as backmen, we tell them, they've got that matchups right. So there's really no need at the moment for Guilfoyle to go back. So I think that's a positive for Tanunda, and he's had a jump at a few balls, but unfortunately he hasn't been able to clunk them. But I tell you what, big men never get any shorter, mate, as the day goes on. So
and he has great hands. 3 marks, he can turn this game on its head.
Oh, absolutely. 3 marks inside 50 and scoring opportunity, kicks 3, and all of a sudden the game breaks open, doesn't it? So they'll still go with it. Unless there's a bit of drama in for Angaston in their front half, where they need him to go back and just consolidate. But the action's back on here in the second quarter.
Quick clearance again. Angaston getting the first use. The ball comes down. Wildman went at it, couldn't take it up cleanly. Ball flicks out. There's Shepherd. He built up in a tackle. So the ball up inside Angaston's forward 50. Sun breaking out now on the ground. Quick tap. No one really able to win it at ground level, so we'll have a repeat ball up.
Beat ball up inside 50.
Angaston will be happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big tap out, but Tanunda have got Colleen there. He gets a quick kick away. Miles with a big punch. But we have Trent Gers at ground level, gets the ball away. Miles takes the mark, so he can send the ball back. He's got McInerney in the middle of the field. Goes down the line. Disciplined footy. Mark being paid to Tanunda.
Falkenberg, good contested mark, dropping back down the line.
Something he's done really well the last couple of weeks. Big fly from the back there from McInerney.
Summerton was very good in that area, wasn't he?
Short kick, chopped off.
Got him high.
Free kick going the way of Tanunda.
Just a little bit careless with the tackle there, Schubert. Could be better than that.
Quick handball off from the ruckman. Wildman distributes out wide. They come back into the middle of the ground.
Dangerous
Look
kick.
for Dowse. That's well spoiled on that occasion. Antony wheels onto that beautiful left foot. Just goes over the head of Durden.
Once again, just missed him.
But Durden wrestled with Westhoff. Support comes. in the shape of Gers, who really is good there. Gets the ball away, but Steve Rusker takes the mark. Rusker lowers the eyes.
Oh, Collins, well done.
Tuckwell picks up, runs in, and just offline Dylan Tuckwell. Probably could have done a lot more with that. Had plenty of time.
We talk about opportunities there. What an opportunity that could have been as well. So a goal that should have been kicked off there. Now Dowse brings it in short. Finds Westhoff. Westhoff now goes to Isaac Felder. Isaac Felder's got a bit of time, so he decides to play on. Kicks down the line to Collins, who started very well. He plays on now. Summerton corrals the mark, gives it to Wildman. Series of handballs, but the last one missed the target. Collins butters up again, tries to find the footy, gives it off again. Should have gave it off the first time, doesn't. Tuckwell gathers up. Summerton now, he'll use a footy and finds Shepherd.
That's a really good kick. Finds Shepherd just inside the 50. He drives the ball to the goal square. And Tony at the back tried to mark, but was well defended on that occasion.
1-4-10 to Tanunda 1-1-7.
Calvin looking to bring the ball in. He's looking for Dowse. Goes short, but he's got Wildman. Coming out, looking for May. May tried to hold back spot. Does just enough. Plays on. That's really good work. Finds Watson, who wheels around, then drives the ball into the 50. Big fly at the front. As Gilfoy takes the ball over the line. And the crowd have actually called it right. I think the umpire has played a free kick going the way of Angaston.
Once again, Jack Miles, Gilfoy. What a contest that's going to be. Kicks along down the line. A series of numbers here. Shannon
brings the ball to ground.
Shannon reads it better. Durden in front. Good mark in front of Westhoff. There's a space. Look at Rusker now. Rusker drifting forward and takes the mark inside.
And a beautifully weighted kick from Durden. Very cool, calm and collected football. So Rusker will be kicking from 45. The wind is really blowing from over his right shoulder.
Something that we highlighted at quarter time is the ability that how much space Angaston got in their front half, and that was just really highlighted then. Teagues, how much room they had. Turden took it outside 50, and there was no one inside forward 50.
As Rusker floats that, I think that came halfway up his shin, but it still almost carried through, but spoiled through for a minor score.
So still no scoreboard damage. They've gone inside 55 times for 3 points in this opening 5.5 minutes. So once again, let's hope they haven't wasted their opportunities here, Teagues. So Cohoon takes the ball now. As from
long
fullback.
on this occasion. Well spoiled.
Well done, Jack. That's it.
So ball over the line. We'll have a ball in almost at our commentary position.
It's a throw-in!
So free kick going the way of Tanunda. Hugh Smart bring it in. He goes short, hits Wildman.
They'll be controlled with the footy here. They'll be patient. They'll wait for the free one. Watch the uncontested mark. Uncontested after uncontested. Watch this. They spread the defence to go around the other side. Just holding shape here.
So Shepherd's on the mark. He's come a long way up the field.
You run the other side of the oval, though. They've got 2 kicks left.
Go down the line. Now it's contested. And Angaston win the ball back. They come inside, find Kvaterski. Don't even try.
Kawerski, I got it.
No.
I got it, Teagues. All yous out there, I did get it. Hope you can put it in the page. Once again, Tanunda go forward, they miss out that
Good work.
opportunity.
Tom Ryan gets the ball. Hands and knees, he gets the kick away. Now Kvaterski gets the kick just as he was about to be tackled. But really good mark back there in defence.
Linky, Tyson Linky now.
Youngster goes out wide, and that's a mistake. So we'll have a ball in deep in the forward pocket.
Yeah, will Steve Summerton have a shot here, or would he find someone inside 50?
He has got the wind coming at his back.
Move it right to left. Take a good kick.
Probably left to right, really, the way the wind is blowing. It'll be a difficult goal, but some players are capable of.
You backing him in, Teagues?
Goes around the corner and threads the needle. You don't need to kick him from directly in front if you can kick him from out there.
Very good, very good. 2-5-17.
Angaston registering their second goal, so they are now ahead by 10 points on the Birdsborough scoreboard.
Once again, just some reward for the last 5 or 6 minutes. You know, kicking the score, going inside 56 times. Now for 1 goal, 3 for the quarter. So they get a little bit of reward for their work here. We need a response from Tanunda.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Ball up. Neither ruckman really affected it, but Colleen took it. He was stripped, and the umpire did pay the free kick. So it went to Colquhoun.
Yeah, for holding on.
Comes out wide, hits Wildman, who plays on immediately. Goes short, didn't quite make it to the target. That's a really good tackle in that occasion by Summerton. So we'll have a ball up, half forward for Tanunda. Good work from Tanunda ruckman, but Archie hadn't got the kick away as he was brought down. So we'll have another ball up, out on the flank. Tap down from both ruckmen, but Summerton gets in there, gets a little muffled kick away. Ball's bouncing. Good take in the middle of the ground there from Tyrell Burgess. That kick going forward. Ball out. Hugh Smart out on the wing. He goes long. Miles is there to shut that down. He goes back by hand.
Good pressure by Guilfoyle. Once again, Miles there again. Knocked the ball away. So that's been several times that Miles has just got that arm in at the right time. Great defending job. Summerton again with another clearance. That's a repeat button there. That'll be his 7th clearance for the day.
At least. Falkenberg, last one up, gives the ball back to the umpire. He gets the tap, but there's Tyrell Burgess with the blue boots. Kick forward, what a mark! Ben Antoni from the back. That little pass hits Durden. Durden around the corner. He was looking for Shepherd. Probably should have taken his time there, but a little bit of pressure.
Sahoo now, set play.
Comes over the top.
Finds Isaac Feltus. Isaac handles to Jack May. He plays on.
To May.
Hood's very quick. He can get him. He
That
doesn't.
was
And
good race, but Hood put just enough pressure on that May had to rush that kick, and the wind took it out. That wind is stronger than it looks.
very uncharacteristic from a Tanunda side. Just those
Buckwell to bring
skewers.
the ball back in. Goes long. Big fly out the back. Handball out. Summerton again. Left foot kick. No mark
Westcott did
taken.
well there.
Kvatersky at ground level. Couldn't take it. He goes again. That's a high tackle on Shepherd. Not paid. Umpire's blown the whistle for a throw. Going the way of Angaston.
8 inside 50s to Tanunda, 0. 8 to Angaston. 8.
We were wondering which way this game would break open, and it's starting to show up, isn't it?
Going inside. It's
Burden
been
with the ball.
all...
He'll be kicking from outside 50. The wind has swung around. It'll be over his right shoulder. We'll need everything from his bag to reach the goal line here. Goes up high, Wynn grabs the ball, and that is through. The Angaston crowd is in raptures behind us. Goal 58 for the season. Has had a great year.
Big goal there, isn't it? Huge goal there. Once again, they creep out to 3-6, 24 to Tanunda 1-1-7, and it's been all territory for Angaston in their front half this quarter for the first 12 and 40 seconds here, and inside 50, as I said, 8-0. That's a huge amount of time to a side to have the ball inside their forward 50 and in their front half as well.
Punch down from Adams into space. Everyone dives on the footy. We'll have a ball up between the ruck circle and centre wing. Falkenberg in front position. Malachi Colhagen at the back. Gets that kick forward. Good take from Shepherd. Spun out of trouble. Didn't get enough of the ball with that kick. Up in the air. Tanunda have got players there. Oh, that's a big hit.
Order. Knows no other way, does he?
Oh, he had nowhere to go. Shepherd was in front of him, and once the train's coming on the track, don't move sideways real easy.
No one was doing it. Burgess now.
Good take from Burgess. He's starting to get into the game now. That kick forward, that's into space. Angaston have got players there, but Tanunda have got more. Here they come, moving the ball really well. On the run now. Free kick. Played
down the ground.
I thought it would have been an advantage. They're going to bring it back.
They're going to bring it back.
That's a real disadvantage to Tanunda, who were out. Correct.
Yeah.
That hurts Tanunda. They were open and they had space in their forward line for the third time.
I'm trying to prefer to go for two, so how's Douse now? He's got the ball. He sends it to the outer side wing, looking for his teammate in Trainer.
That's a great intercept mark there from Shepherd. He goes long. And that's a really good mark at the front of the contest. Corcoran goes long towards the top of the square. Summerton at the back. Use his body to protect the drop zone. Then goes around the corner. And Summerton's got two. That was just beautiful, clever footy by Summerton. Didn't fly for the ball. Just made sure he was at the back. Enough body contact to push without looking to have pushed.
Just smart. Just a smart, isn't he? Someone just body. Yeah, it's got me. Anyway.
You sound confused. Come on, Doc.
I'm not confused. I'm not confused here, Teagues. I'm just trying to understand something. But anyway,
that is confusion.
We'll discuss it.
If we went to the dictionary and looked up confusion, I think you've just described it.
Anyway,
ball comes out to the wing. Burgess in the foot race. Ball didn't sit for him, but he goes back. Wins it now. He's taken down in a tackle. Tyrell Burgess really starting to explode into this game now. The Blue Boots, new this week.
Guilfoy now just dropping back in general play as a +1 behind the footy now. Obviously they're being pushed. Here he goes. Rusker goes forward. There's Guilfoy. Ben O'Tony's got to make him apply for it.
Colhagen wrapped up. If he'd broken out there would have been more trouble.
Here we go, you Blues!
At the moment, obviously Guilfoy has just sent himself back behind the footy.
We were wondering how long he'd last forward.
As a +1 though at the moment, and his direct opponent, Cochrane.
That punt forward, and there he is, Tom Corcoran, who has started to come into the game the last couple of minutes. He's had 3 or 4 touches and finishes off with a rare goal.
He's not noted for his goal kicking, is he?
14 for the season before that.
Yep. You probably get the headlines more so that Summerton goes forward and kicks a few for their midfield, and he's not really noted for that. But
again, Summerton not a round dog. They're only 11 before today. He's got 2 today.
Yeah. Well, when you got the two big guns up there, when you got Durden and Shepherd kicking 80 goals between them, it makes you don't need anyone else. They can chip around for their one or
for
two.
a team that doesn't kick big scores.
No, they defend
because
hard.
they defend so well.
And they are the number one defensive side in the competition. So
Ball up again. Falkenberg gets the tap, but Watson was being retarded by Somerton. That really contest really getting physical both ways. Adams with the tap, but there's Somerton. Kick around the corner. Good work from the Tanunda defenders. But that's a really good pick-up from Tuckwell. There's the handball off to Shepherd. That kick is super clever. Just well weighted for Rusker, who's got the ball. He'll be kicking from outside 50 though. And the wind really is picking up from right to left as he'll be kicking.
As Angus Adams comes for a well-deserved break, and
Corbin Schubert to replace him.
The undersized ruckman, he does very well, Corbin.
Nephew of the newest life member of the BL&G, Anthony Schubert.
Probably thought that.
That is a monster kick, but offline. And that's 3 points now for Rusker.
I was just about to say that, Teagues. My man, the X Factor. He's costed me.
You were almost correct.
Come on,
time in your life.
Come on, Rusker. So Cahane now kicks the ball out, and Dowse unfortunately couldn't quite hang on to it, and then the ball trickles over, much to the applause of the Angaston faithful here. That
it's going to get loud.
And I think it's only going to get louder too, because I don't see where they're going to get their goals from at the moment, and we highlighted that at the start of the game.
Good work from Falkenberg.
We'll just see how we...
Dowse coming through at ground level. Got wrapped up. Absolutely no fear the way he went through there. Good tap from Falkenberg. Materski's there at ground level. There's Somerton. Shepherd just fumbled that, but he's got Haddon. Two Tanunda players straight on Haddon once he got that ball. The intensity just going up a notch even further. That's a beautiful tap into space. And Archie Haddon with a great chase down and smother. Hugh Smart looking to clear that ball, but Haddon with his desperation keeps it in Angaston's forward 50. It's the little things, isn't it?
It is the little things that coaches just love. Teagues is those 1%.
That's always been your catchphrase, isn't it?
Inside 50 defensive acts, they're unpriceable. Can't put a number on it, mate.
Unpriceable. There's a new word for the day.
There you go. I'll keep doing it for you, Teagues. I've got to get
That's
it in,
a good
mate.
tackle. Ball comes out. Good pick up. Kick around the corner from Hahn. Schubert brings the ball to ground. He's wrapped up immediately.
So at the 20-minute mark, we've got Angaston 5-7 controlling the game.
Jack
Tanunda
May coming back
1-1-7.
on for Tanunda. Ball just goes over the boundary line. We'll have a repeat throw in, almost on centre wing.
It's interesting to note and see how much time Wildman and Hahn and Coon have stayed on the footy for long in this first half, where Angaston are rotating pretty heavily with Tuckwell, Rusker and the three big boys in there.
And their wingman like Cole Hagen on that occasion really putting some work in at the stoppage. Schubert takes it out of the ruck on that occasion, gets that kick spoiled away. Tuckwell at ground level, couldn't control it. Somerton will take this ball.
Yeah, last possession.
Yes.
Last possession.
That's the play you want with ball in hand, isn't it? If you're
Absolutely.
He plays on. Goes long on this occasion.
Shepherd
at the back.
Shannon, as he always does.
Shannon. Kick around the corner, but there's
Dangerous kick. Dangerous
sloppy
kick.
Put his teammate under.
Oh, I could agree with the spectators there, I think. I didn't see too much in that one, Teagues. But Linky now's got it. Deep in their defensive 50. He finds and he's out. He looks up forward looking for Hahn. He can't make it. Wildman's
Good
there.
take from Wildman. He's off. Takes one bounce. And that kick, probably not the best kick he's had, but it was out in front of his teammate at least. Angaston able to clear. That ball knocked down. So Tanunda keep it in the area.
The first inside 50 for Tanunda for the quarter, Teagues. That's amazing at this senior level, A-grade level.
22 minutes into the second quarter. That is, for the top team to be held that well for that long is unbelievable.
And scoreless, mind you, and scoreless. Where they've Angaston have batted 4 goals 5 through 12 entries. Tanunda have only been inside 50 once and haven't scored for the quarter. So very much dominated frontal half territory game from Angaston in their forward half.
So another ball up, half forward for Tanunda. That quick kick into the forward line, bounces, eludes most players. Good pickup, possibly taken high there. Umpire was right on the spot though, they had a better view than us.
Exactly right.
Didn't reward the drop. And good tap from Schubert. And that holding the ball.
Wow! Slammed him into the ground from behind. Come on, Dad, suit up, get out there.
So that will be a free kick for Tanunda within range. And a real chance for them to get their first goal of the quarter.
Thomas
Hahn going back. They've kicked up to 5 goals this year.
Right hand point post, mate. Right hand point, please.
Coming in now. Did not read the wind at all. Real missed opportunity for the Pies there. To say that was desperately needed would have been an understatement.
Absolutely. Didn't do the Hahn name well there, knowing that played a lot of footy and coach was Scooter Hahn, and he would have put
he
it
did
through.
a lot of damage on this ground in finals too.
Absolutely. Just unfortunate there for young Thomas. He didn't convert, but they go to 1-2-8 and Angaston 5-7-37 on the Grant Burge scoreboard at 24 and a half minutes gone, and Cahoon gets it.
Around the corner from Calhoun. High. No one able to take it. Comes to ground. That handball chopped off. Angaston with a kick around the corner. And Jack May cleans up nicely with a mark.
Been one of the better
Sends the ball
players.
back low. Good mark. Finds his coach in Calhoun. Calhoun slows it down a bit now. No space in that number forward line. He goes laterally. Finds Gers. Umpires found something.
I don't understand
I'm
that.
not sure. They found a free kick.
Must have been down the field. Hermie saw something that we probably didn't see. Young Hamish Martin's got the footy. He must have been something off the footy that Hermie saw.
Sorry, Hugh Smart.
Hey, mate?
Number 15, Hugh Smart.
No, it's Hamish Martin.
Oh, 45. My bad.
I got one back on your Teagues.
Okay, you're allowed to have one today as Tanunda registered their first goal of the second quarter. Desperately needed. That will take a little bit of pressure off as Tanunda go to 2-goal to 14. Trailing Angaston 5-goal 7-37 on the Burge Barossa scoreboard with almost 26 minutes gone in the second quarter. So we're almost half time. And both these teams will really appreciate the break.
In the contrast to the margin, 23 is not your normal 23 points with a high-scoring game. It's pretty tight tussle, and Angaston made the most of their opportunities going forward. In saying that, they've gone forward 12 times, and Tanunda have gone through inside 53 times. So.
Ball up again. Adams gets it down. Some handball away from Corcoran. But that's a really good saving tackle there. Good tap down. Has a push been paid there. Wildman getting the free kick. Wanted to give that, sorry, Colvin it was. Plays on, gives the handball off to Gers. That's a really good, strong mark taken by Miles in defence.
He's been terrific back there.
Just calm.
Absolutely.
He goes along, gives that everything he had in his bag. Angus Adams, the ruckman with the big mark, gives the handball off to the running player. Quick forward, well defended there. And Tanunda very lucky not to give away a free kick. And Tony did well to put the pressure on without giving away a free kick. Corcoran now gets that kick away.
Yeah, they're inside 50 again for the 13th time.
You couldn't get there. So Tanunda will get the ball here for last touch. Go laterally and find Guilfoy. Guilfoy now coming out further. Wildman goes low. That ball bounces. Good applies a tackle. And Tony with that little kick did not far enough. And that kick away just ran out of time. The Panthers looked like they were building for another shot on goal. What a first half we've had. Angaston 5-7-37, just leading Tanunda 2-2-14. Of course, for those who are tuning in for the first time today, Tanunda finishing the minor round on top of the ladder. Angaston coming from third spot after winning the first semi-final against South Gawler. Tanunda lost to Willaston in the second semi by 1 point last Saturday. So Tanunda under a lot of pressure today, will not want a straight sets exit, and they will be throwing everything at Angaston in the second half. But what's your thoughts? Second quarter, who won that quarter?
Oh, there's no doubt who won the quarter there, Teagues. Angaston absolutely smashed them. 14 inside to 4. If you have a look at their goal kickers, when you have a look at their side and you do your opposition analysis and you see Shepherd, Durden, Cochrane, Summerton as their goal kickers, and Rusker's had 3 shots on goal too. So look, their major players are having a major influence. And on the flip side, Cahoon and Wildman are getting enough of the footy, but they're getting all the footy in the back half because all the footy's been in the frontal half for Angaston. So they're getting a bit, but it's a fine line. Like they're giving each other room, but it's where they're getting the footy, to me. And I think, to me, Angaston and the job that Jack Miles has done across half back on Guilfoy, and he's just repelled. He's done a fantastic job, and the Angaston defence have actually held up well, even though they haven't. They weren't starved. They were starved of opportunities there, but the first quarter they held up strong. And now they're flowering, and now they lead at half-time by 23 points, which is a pretty commanding lead in the context of how the scoring's going here, Teagues.
I'd actually like to acknowledge Tanunda's defence. For the pressure they've been under, they've held up really well. The amount of inside 50 Angaston have had, the Tanunda defence would actually be pretty happy with the score that they've held Angaston to. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah, we sort of highlighted at the start, Teagues, like where were they going to get their goals from? They probably needed a trainer that had the opportunity to kick 5 or 6. Cahoon, he's hit the scoreboard already, he's kicked 1, and Hamish Martin's kicked 1. But I just don't know where they're going to get their goals from. They've tried Guilfoy up front. Do we send him deep, trainer up a little bit higher? Do we put Bailey Smith forward? Maybe get the 3 of them inside that 4-5. They've got nothing to lose at this stage. They can't defend the game. They've got to go out and roll the dice and win the game of footy. So I'll be chucking a few jigsaws and the name tags around the place, try to upset the Angaston defensive 6, but
what I haven't seen yet, which has been a staple of Tanunda all year, is Jack May within 30 metres of goal.
And that's probably a key point. And, that's where he's probably the most dangerous. We haven't seen Darcy Thompson hit the scoreboard last week. Jack May hit the scoreboard last week against Willaston. So their small forwards have been starved of that. And, the defensive 6 of Angaston, Hood and Jenner, they're doing a really good job on those smaller forwards. And McInerney's had a heap of the footy. Jack Niles has obviously gone to the number 1 holder in Guilfoy up front, and Tommy Ryan's doing a good job on trainer. So, they've got all the aces covered at the moment, Angaston, and that's something they probably need to reflect at half-time. How are they going to win the game and how they're going to kick a score to win the game? That's my thing. How it's Tanunda going to kick a score to win the game.
And Angaston's 2 ruckmen doing a really good job. Not necessarily winning the ruck contest, but making sure that it's a 50-50.
At the end of the day, Falkenberg's playing a lone hand in the ruck, and Schubert comes in, but poor old Falkenberg can't go with Schubert with leg speed. So he's getting bustled by Angus Adams, and all of a sudden Corbin Schubert goes into the ruck, and then I said that the second time. And all of a sudden he's got to chase Corbin, and that takes a lot of energy out of your game.
It does, and Tanunda don't have a genuine backup option in their team without Boyd. Guilfoy has rucked at times in the year, did ruck really well against Angaston in their second meeting this season, which Tanunda won easily. And that is something that they may be forced to try in the second half as Angaston continue to wear Falkenberg down.
And as we've well highlighted, Colhoun and Wildman, they're linking up and they're getting a fair bit of footy themselves. But is that damaging inside forward 50? It's not. So Angaston are prepared to give them the footy in their back half because they know their defensive structure. They know they can have as much time as they can. They're not dangerous. If they get the ball forward 50, that's where they can be dangerous. But there's something that Tanunda needs to maybe have a look at. And as I said, you can't defend now to win the game. You've got to attack and roll the dice.
Yes, they've got to take a risk, and they've got flexible players in their team. They're going to have to do something.
Yeah, look, as I said, we can keep going around in circles about it, but we'll see what happens. We'll see the lineup when they come out in the second half. But they'll back themselves in. They finished top for a reason. Yes, they've got some key personnel out. And any side that loses 5 out of their best 18, they're going to struggle with the top 5 that was this year, Teague. So as you can see, that's how tight the competition is. And all of a sudden you lose a few, and you're back in the pack. And then those other lads that need to step up. And last week they were good. This week, but they'll trust themselves. They'll back their system and their process, and they'll back themselves in to get in from here. But it's going to take a mountain of work.
It is. It's a big mountain to climb. But if any team can do it, you would put money on Tanunda at least making a really good shake of it. This second half is going to be epic.
Absolutely, and we look forward to that, mate.
But the biggest thing we need to look for is whichever team wins, they've got to be in a good position to go into next week. They've got to be healthy and they've got to be playing good football.
They can beat each other up from my liking, mate.
I'm sure that's your want, and Damien Herzig has put in a request for that. But
no, you're right.
You're right. Happening.
Well, the next 10 or 15 minutes is going to tell us where we're at.
It is. The third quarter is the premiership quarter. It's a cliche. I hate using cliches. That's more your gig. So we will see this quarter who deserves to play Willaston in the grand final next week at Tanunda. Of course, next week Tanunda, the buses will be running once again. So keep an eye out in the local paper for information on the buses.
Yeah, it'll be a good day at Tanunda. They're putting a lot of work into it, and a bit of work in on Monday, fine-tune it for Tuesday, and then obviously...
Yes, the buses are cheap and a good way to get to the game and get home again, so that you don't have to drink and drive, you can be responsible. And if you don't take the bus, make sure you've got a designated driver. We want everyone to get there and back safely.
Absolutely. That's the key. That's the key.
But we do want to see a big crowd on hand. And if you can't get there, again, for those of you overseas and interstate, tune in to the South Australian Footballer and we will bring you the game. And I'd like to acknowledge the BL&G's sponsors and partners, Sharon, AJ Stiller, Cooperage, the Braver Apparel, the Injury Hub, of course Birds Barossa, West End, the Gawler Caravan Park, Central Districts Football Club, Maxi Plast, and Divine in Barossa.
All good sponsors, no doubt about that.
All crucial to the lifeblood of regional footy. And yes, the rain has stayed away, the cloud is breaking up a little bit. We've had sunshine at times, still beautiful conditions here at Willaston.
the medal, Shortland medal. Let's talk about that, Teague.
Sorry, what medal? The Shortland medal? That's another one.
Nick Gagurki, a worthy winner?
Yes, very worthy winner. His first half of the season was so far above everyone else in the competition that it was ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was playing a grade above everyone else.
Yeah, team, obviously the zone team, state team, well deserved. A terrific player, huge running pattern, super fit. Yeah, I think he was a worthy winner.
That's magnificent balance when he gets the ball and always has time.
I probably expected a closer count. Would that be a fair call?
I was expecting Colhoun to bowl better.
And if Nathan Skidder Close is ringing me on my phone from Kapunda, I can't answer the phone where I'm on live stream.
Hey, we know Skid's not the smartest ball in the shed.
No, I can't. I'm talking to you on live here, Skidder. I can't answer the phone, but please call me back after the game, mate. If I've stuffed something up, just let me know, mate. That'd be right with a text message. Because if you're ringing me, you've got my number.
If you're texting whack, use small words.
But I guess let's get back into it. It was, I expected a closer count, to be honest with you. I thought Colhoun was probably should have been a lot closer. He dominated the competition, I felt. For
we are lucky to have such a wealth of great talent in this league.
Oh, absolutely. I think halfway through the year you would say Gagurki, how far? He had a sensational first half, and then he was good in the second half as well. But it was just I expected a closer one. That's all. I just thought it was 21 votes, and I thought there might be a stack, a big pack following him, and get back down to the last round, and the way we go. But
of course, that's what we all like. Is a real close game.
Yeah, absolutely. But we didn't get that. I was watching it live, and I was expecting someone to come out of the pack and go bang bang with three lots of 3 votes to get within a vote or two of Nick Gagurki.
You were at home watching live, but of course you've petitioned for us to do a podcast live from the Schluter next year. I know you put in some requests.
I did, team. I reckon it'd be fantastic to get all the junior winners, have a bit of banter, have a bit of fun with everyone on the night.
How many names you can get wrong?
Well,
covering the whole competition, that would be good.
English is not my best thing, and you know that, T. So
it's not your first, second or third language, is it?
No, and I've never been that way. But I just think it was just a great advertisement for the BLG.
It would be good.
And have a bit of humour about it. And, there's always something that throws out the 3-2-1. Like someone you think they're never going to get 3 or 2 or 1. How the hell did they get that? Who was umpiring that day? You see it. They always throw a spanner in the umpires with the votes.
How many votes do you get in your career?
A lot. No.
The umpires do make mistakes. Okay.
I didn't get too many, mate. I was a team player. That's why you win 5 best team mans in a row, mate. So, anyway, I think it's just a good advertisement, Teagues. And you do a lot of work during the year, and I think it's quite fitting that we can actually end the year with that and be there, because there is opportunities to do it. Because obviously with the live stream, they're filming people eating. No one wants to see that. They'd rather see us faces there, mate. On TV, would they?
No comment. No comment.
No, you don't want that?
Just getting comments from the crowd as they go past.
See, they love the show.
But yes, Tanunda back out on the ground early, warming up. Angaston just coming out now, getting ready for a massive second half of footy. I think that the crowd is going to lift at least 2 notches in this second half. But yeah, it's going to be a great second half of footy. Do not leave your screen. We are ready for something special this second half. Tanunda have to find something incredibly special. It's only a 23-point margin, so less than 4 goals. but it seems like a bigger goal format the way Angaston played the second quarter.
Yeah, it seems to be a little bit further away than that, given the contrast of the team of the contest. So it's not your traditional shootout 23 where someone can make it. Angaston, as I said, we keep highlighting it, the number one defensive side in the competition. So look, at the end of the day, they kicked 2-2. They need to probably find another, I would say, 8 to 9 goals in the second half to win the game of footy, teams.
And that is more goals than we've seen in any of the previous games today. It's been a low-scoring affair in every grade so far. And what's Skidder come through with? Anything, any wisdom?
No, he's not giving me anything, but Luke Benny's just giving me a message saying, give us a mention, old son, watching now, Storm Boy. So, Luke Benny, there you go, old son.
Yes,
there we go.
A Carlton supporter, so he's looking to see something special.
Yes, I'm sure Troy...
I was thinking of him during that first final.
8-5 to no score. They didn't even look like scoring there for a while, but their last half was probably... But the horse had already bolted, as they say, team. So, to Luke Benny, there you go, mate. There's your shout out for the day, mate.
A good Benny.
Oh, he's having a few probably froths at home, watching the races, and you know, as good people do, and watching the live stream. Got the Channel 7 on, mate.
He's a good man.
The Spring Carnival. Good time to be around, isn't it? Finals time, AFL finals. The grand final of the Adelaide Plains, 2 rolls at Angervale. That'll be a terrific grand final.
That would be a really good game as well.
So, yeah, it's all exciting. Everything's happening in the amateur league. Good to see the Salisbury North boys, my boys, back in Division 1 next year. They've got Ross Trevor today in the grand final of the Division 2 amateur league. So, go the Hawks. It's all happening, as they were saying.
There's a lot of footy finals around the state, northern areas, grand final today, Port Lincoln, plenty of grand finals. Actually, I believe Luke's brother Troy will be heading to the Port Lincoln grand final for the second half when he knocks off work today.
Not a good look coming off here, Teagues.
No?
No, Luke
Looks
Snowden.
very dejected, Luke Snowden.
Very dejected Luke Snowden. Johnny Keyboom there.
Just
the
walked
assistant.
straight past him. Didn't stop to talk, just kept going. He knows it's over. And I think he'll be heading straight for the change rooms, which he is.
Yep.
That's one rotation down for Tanunda in a game where they're going to need every soldier for the second half.
Put a line through that. He is gone. Not likely to be seen. What have Tanunda got here, Teague? What have Tanunda... Come on.
There's going to have to be something special to really come out now. And we see that in finals, there's always a team that throws something up, whether they throw their team back to front, really take a risk. Does Matt Westhoff go forward to give them a marking target?
They're still going with Guilfoy. Ford. Miles will take him. Trainer's about 20 metres away from him. Guilfoy's going to the goal square. Linky's Ford. Isaac Felder's Ford. Watson Ford and Thomas Lyon Ford. Midfield status quo. It looks to be that maybe Porter's gone into the middle, maybe with a run with roll.
Body strength.
Yeah, I reckon what they're going to do, they'll go Porter to Somerton. Let's see how far wrong I am. Jack Collins has gone back to a half-back flank. He has gone to Ben Antoni.
Looking to run off and make Antoni accountable.
Yeah, maybe.
And drag him up the field.
So they've shuffled a few jigsaw puzzles. Let's see what comes in the second half here.
Ball down. That little hack around the corner lands in the arms of Angus Adams, who's wrapped up immediately. So another ball up in the centre circle. But it was Somerton again with his hands on the footy. Tap down. And out the front of the contest, Somerton got a boot to it. There we go. Through the contest. There's Corcoran with a kick towards the goal square. Comes to ground. And Angaston have manufactured a goal out of nothing. Malachi Colhagen, the young man whose father played for Tanunda.
Against the flow, against the wind.
So the young fella gets his goal.
The second best historian in Angaston, you are, mate. The Schubert's the number one master.
I just know Jason very well. Never played an actual game of football for Angaston, Jason, until some social over 35 games.
Oh, wow. It's good to see Schubing get recognised during the week too, mate. He does a ton of work, doesn't he, for the association? Yeah, absolutely.
So ball down, Tanunda, good by hand on that occasion. Get it to Wildman, who comes out the front of the pack. But there's McInerney, the man who mops up. He puts it out in Colhagen's direction. Colhagen stops, gathers the ball. That kick was looking for Antoni, just missed him. But Angaston have got players there at ground level. Durden jumps on top of his defender. So we'll have a ball up probably 10 metres from the top of the goal square.
Yeah.
Real dangerous territory here.
Cahoon now with another possession, ships the ball forward in a hurry. Chaos stacks on the middle, and umpire Lawless, who's come from the hills and has done a fantastic job.
Has been a great addition to the panel.
Absolutely, so he's got the ball up just on centre wing here, 50-50 position for both sides. Another clearance for Angaston, just can't quite get it clear, and Tanunda now prell it forward. Ronke. Hahn. Oh, Linky's got time here. He's got plenty of room, but the ball
just eluded him. The cruel bounce of that oval-shaped ball.
And that might just sum up Tanunda's day at the moment, isn't it, Teagues?
Angaston to bring it back in. They come down the line. Kwiatkowski with a strong grab in front of Jack May. Not a real fair contest, that.
Tawarski. He's a good player, man.
And Angus Adams with the mark. Goes with a real short little kick, finds Angus Pfeiffer.
Just controlling the footy.
On the left, down the line. Tanunda have got players down there with the big ruckman, Falkenberg. Angaston are getting numbers around the ball wherever it drops.
Absolutely.
Tanunda just haven't had any room to breathe. Watson really good at ground level, gets that ball away under the arms of Somerton. McInerney mopping up. Shepherd under the ball, under pressure.
Jay Shannon forced the kick down the line.
Shepherd takes that ball over the line. So boundary throw in just outside Angaston's 50-metre arc. Shepherd doing the ruck work on that occasion. Smart wrapped up.
Obviously Adams down the line, just teaming up Trainer down the line here from the stoppage. Isaac Felder's there with the clearance. Linky now in race with Tommy Ryan. He's got too much leg speed for Tommy. Tommy corrals him. Haddon now takes the footy and now transition.
On. Sends it forward. Corcoran couldn't mark it, but Colhagen almost got the ball on the flyby. The interesting, that contest before, you were talking about Adams being down the line, matched up on Trainer. I think Trainer would have been going to Adams to make sure that he wasn't there just as the player one kick behind.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
I can't imagine Adams trying to defend Trainer one-on-one.
and then obviously you get your +1 back there for Angaston, and that creates that
Tap towards the boundary. Quick handball to the running player. Flying shot on goal. Goes across the face and a good mark taken by Matt Westhoff. He comes long down this side. Foot race. Jack May out in front. He just goes for the safety of the line. He was under a lot of pressure on that occasion. All in. Big tackle on Jay Shannon.
No one else you expect but Harry Porter.
That's two real bulls going at each other there. Falkenberg with a good tap. Corcoran at the bottom. Wildman ends up with the ball, but we'll have a repeat ball up, almost the same spot.
It's another repeat stoppage. Once again, the two big fellas go at it. Angaston clear, but no. Ben Schiller comes away with the footy, looks towards Linky, can't really quite get him. He's corralled by Tommy Ryan. Tommy Ryan's got him, and that's holding the ball every day of the week.
Great work from the older player in Ryan on that occasion. A little bit of grey in the hair these days, so he'd be really happy to wrap up a young player in space like that. He'll smile about that for a week. Free kick going the way of Benny Schiller.
He's been good today, Benny Schiller.
He's always reliable. Knows how to play a big game.
He can stamp him every time, can't he?
Comes out looking for Jack May, gets him in space. May goes long. Reinke was camped under it, couldn't take the mark. Watson at ground level, grabs it, gets the handball out.
Geez, brother Tom was a good player too, geez, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. One of the best. And free kick has been paid here. Coming back. Going to, looks like Alex Reinke. No, Dylan Tuckwell. He goes out wide, finds Corcoran.
Look at the ball, that's
Corcoran goes long.
Somerton
just a hack out of the air. Gained plenty of distance. And another big forward tackle applied.
Just gets his share. He just gets his hands and feet to the ball at just at numerous times. How he does it, that's his art at Port Adelaide, wasn't it? It's just amazing.
Ball bounces out. Another player picks up and he's wrapped up immediately. Somerton once again laying that tackle. Ball up. Shepherd in the ruck against Falkenberg.
Somerton again.
Oh, it's a big fly and a big collision. He's taken the grab. I thought it was actually the Tanunda player who had the ball.
Yeah, there was a bit of confusion. Everyone had a jump
But
for it.
Corcoran comes down with it. It was a great fly from both players. And Corcoran will be kicking into the teeth of this breeze. Distance won't be an issue, but he does have to worry about the wind.
As he's going for his second goal.
Yep. Coming in now. Good connection. And just offline.
They go to 6-8-44 to Tanunda 2-2-14.
On the Birdsborough off the scoreboard.
30 points at margin there. Takes Cahoon now takes the kick out.
Played almost 10 minutes in the third quarter of the 2024 prelim final. On centre wing. Falkenberg with big ruckman kicks around the corner.
Oh, Shannon was going.
Shannon running back with the flight, got cleaned up, got up, kicked the ball, hits a teammate.
You wouldn't expect anything less from Jay Shannon.
He is mad and as hard as they come.
Tanunda doing a lot of defending,
And they kick the ball, and McInerney mopping up once again. Sends the ball forward, looking for Shepherd.
Good job.
Well
Bailey.
defended. Again, Tanunda's defence really standing up.
Oh, they've been under the
But
pump.
they should be exhausted
Oh.
now.
Under the pump. Absolutely under the pump, Teagues. They've been all day. The forward territory they had in their front half, Angaston, has been enormous.
Ball out now. Good pick up from Miles. Gets the handball over to McInerney. It goes out wide. He goes long down the line. Tanunda send the ball back from where it came.
McInerney again.
Oh, he is just mopping up like crazy.
They go inside 50, looking for Durden or Shepherd, and then the Crummers come into play.
Benny
Someone
Schiller,
has
he's
got him.
wrapped up.
Oh,
And the crowd apoplectic behind us.
oh. Probably agree with them. Whew,
That ball kicked almost on the full. Doesn't matter, it was last touched. The way of Tanunda.
Yep.
So they'll bring the ball back in. Got
Once
options
again,
down the line.
Defending.
So they put the ball up. Oh, that was a huge fly. Couldn't take it. So Tanunda have got a chance here. They're out. Good pickup from Colquhoun. Got a turn. Goes with a real short chip.
He'll get it
That's
again
a
there.
beautiful
Watch this.
kick to
He'll
Smart.
get it again.
Corbin Schubert, excellent pressure on the mark. Made sure that he couldn't get that handball away cleanly, and then followed up. Good strong mark, Jake Hood.
Just does his job every week, Jake Hood, doesn't he?
And Corbin Schubert, that defensive effort was huge. Jay Shannon, well spoiled by Guilfoy.
Oh, missed the target.
Tuckwell at ground level, gets the handball up to Miles. Miles
Tackle
wrapped
for
up
him.
in a great tackle.
Give him a chance, huh?
And free kick going away to Tanunda for holding ball. Handball's off Guilfoy.
Oh, that was just a waste of time.
But Schubert was aware and closing him down. And umpires coming in, there's a free kick being paid. And a 25-metre penalty. This will be an automatic goal for Tanunda. That was stupidity. Not required. The first mental lapse from Angaston's defence today.
Yeah, really no need, was it, for Shannon Jenner there? He's taken a mark and just made, he could have missed from there. But going straight back to the goal square, yeah.
This wind, anything possible.
Absolutely. So Tanunda get their third now. They go to 3-2-20. Angaston 6-8. So just 1 or 2 before three-quarter time could make things interesting here, too.
It would do the thing pushed slightly ajar for the Pies.
Next
Oh,
goal crucial,
back to
as though they say.
Correct. Another cliche from my right. Falkenberg with the tap, but guess who? Summerton. He's tackled hard. Wildman gets the ball. Handball's off to Watson, who goes again. Swiaterski lays the mother of all tackles.
There seems to be some.
Trent Gers did not know what hit him there.
Probably just a bit of urgency from Tanunda we've seen the
Good
last
work
time.
there from the Pies. Flying kick. Just offline, the goal umpire almost got hit.
He did a bit of celebrating early, did the young fella, didn't
He
he?
thought that the wind, because he put a bit of height on it, the wind did impact.
It's not Colquhoun kicking in, it's Wildman,
That's a change.
as you would expect. Goes short, repeat. Long down the line with the next one.
Feltus goes short again. Another mistake.
To Jack Collins, yeah. Short again.
So Tanunda just holding possession.
Yep.
Playing very conservatively, which I don't think they can afford to do.
They've been forced now to kick down the lawn. Good front and square by Watson, just unfortunately didn't complete it. Hamish Martin picks the ball up as well, tackle. Yankee now, Trainer pops it out and finds his coach and
Well defended by Hood.
Jack Hood did really
Hood
well.
got the ball away to Rusker.
And then they're out.
McInerney,
And then they're out.
Angus Pfeiffer now, he's got space to burn. Goes on that left foot. Missed his target completely.
His target.
A real letdown at the end of that chain.
It was such a promising build-up, Teagues. They were out.
Guilfoy sends the ball forward, and there's a mark for Tanunda. Finds Trainer on his own. That's a lapse from Anguston's defence that we haven't seen all day.
Yeah, it's just a leak here. Just the chain. They just had to find that connection inside 50. They had Tanunda solved, and the lack of the execution by foot going inside 50 has hurt them there. And we call it a 12-point play where you should be having a kick on goal and the opposition go the other side and kick goal. So there's those 12-point plays, but as I said, they need one or two more before three-quarter time.
Trainer coming in now. This is well within his capabilities. Pops it up.
Hasn't connected.
And off to the right. Over estimated the wind.
Yeah, just...
That's a huge let-off for the Panthers. As we see Jay Shannon coming back on the ground.
Of course, he coached them before Craig took over, didn't he?
Yes.
Jay Shannon
A number of seasons.
did a terrific job.
Matt Westhoff with a big fly.
Falkenberg.
Sorry, Falkenberg, my
big
mistake.
fella. Douse.
Douse, the designated kicker often.
Oh, good area. Good area.
Good work at ground level. Desperation from Tanunda's forwards.
McInerney's had a stack of it.
Sends it out into space.
Good contested mark. Jack Collins, good player.
He goes long. Great defending by McInerney.
Good butter up to Trainer. Keeps the board inside. They're forward 50 for Tanunda for the fourth time this quarter.
And what's the balance there?
The balance of this quarter is 9-4 again.
Almost closer so far.
No, it's not. Unfortunately, as we keep going.
Closer.
Probably their first repeat stoppage for a long time, and Guilfoy takes his second mark inside 50.
He'll be taking a shot on goal.
He will.
This is going to be a big goal in the context of this match.
Yeah, they just need to find a way to get some consecutive goals, get 2 or 3 in a row just to put the shivers up Angaston. Let's see what he does here.
He's got it. And the Pies are very happy with that.
Very interesting time of the game here, Teagues.
So 3-goal margin now. Angaston 6-goal 9-45. Tanunda 4-3-27 on the Bergs Barossa scoreboard. Angaston brewing their inaccurate kicking. We are almost 20 minutes gone in the third quarter. Still plenty of time left for another goal or two.
Absolutely. Time for 1 or 2 more. They'll be looking for the next one, Tanunda, that's for sure. Kahoney, very good.
Good tackling. Wow.
High. Everything's going Tanunda's way at the moment.
Tackled.
Everything's going Tanunda's way.
Calhoun with the receive.
Yeah. Oh,
really good pass.
Downfield.
He was felled after he kicked it.
Wow. Yeah, downfield, just a little bit late. Not that late, but judged by the umpire a little bit too late. And now Trainer will be looking for his first today, this afternoon, after having a couple of shots and missing. He's looking for his shot, and then 2 in a row for Tanunda. Here they come.
And he has
missed it.
Wow.
Wow.
That is a huge let-off. That could have turned the entire game on its head.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Handball over the top. And
there was just no
consistency from the umpire out there. The crowd were happy with that one.
yeah, a little bit late.
I wouldn't do any worse than these clowns.
We're in a nest of Angaston supporters. A little uncomfortable.
Close
Big
to the
fly.
boundary,
Good strong mark taken on that occasion.
Ben and Tony looking for Durden. Westhoff is well held and well correctly paid by umpire Merch. So Westhoff now repelling again. Tanunda defence really holding up.
They go
They're going to go coast to coast here. The transition. Oh, I don't like that.
Goes wide.
I know it's found somebody, but they've gone wide.
Smart
where they
now,
had the
goes
corridor.
short. Nice trainer a long way from goal. He comes back inboard.
Back to Hahn. It's a big wing out there, Teagues. Why did she go out there? It's 2 or 3 kicks away. They had the corridor. They had the space inside the
That's
corridor.
a good find. Here they go.
Oh, Wildman's found a bit of time.
Punch it through.
And
Alex Reinke takes the mark. Good work defensively for the big fella.
I don't know what Wildman was thinking there, was he? I don't know what he saw. What I saw.
Reinke comes long.
Bailey
And
Smith.
a really good mark. Or good defensive effort from Bailey Smith, the captain. That punches it over the line. Shepherd hasn't touched the ball for quite a while.
Yeah, he's had a quiet probably 30 minutes, that's for sure. So Bailey Smith doing a fantastic job. Doing a fantastic job there. Wildman fumbles. Isaac off the ground, finds Cahoon. Cahoon carefully taps it to May. May is caught high.
And they've earned another free kick. Tanunda just applying some pressure now. Good handball off to Cahoon. Flying shot. And just offline. So Tanunda giving themselves real chances here.
Absolutely. 4-5-29 to Angaston 6-9-45. So it's been all Tanunda. Been all Tanunda.
Big kick coming down.
Big kick. Falkenberg once again. Oh, he can't play on from a mark. Can't play on from a mark.
That's good work, umpire Door.
A couple of the experts behind us are telling us that that's play on, but you can't play on from a mark.
That's why umpires run the boundary for years to learn the rules from the crowd, isn't it? Falkenberg, long, real searching. Good handball out the front. Kamaturski shut him down. So that ball went high up in the air. Wildman bounces Wildman. He was tackled. So boundary throw in. That was a good goal-saving tackle from Kamaturski. Sorry, from Luke.
You're not going to get me again, mate. I'll leave that one to you. He won 2 male medals out in the Adelaide Plains. He's a fantastic footballer.
So you should know his name.
I should know a name, but I called him the same name. That's probably why we couldn't get it. But he said, we've got to tag this bloke. They said, who is he? Maybe if I got it right the first time, we could probably get it right.
So that's why you got sacked.
Never get sacked. Oh, it hit the post. Geez, they're hitting the scoreboard.
Angaston's defence, who have been rock solid all day in the last 10 minutes, have shown some signs of cracking.
Absolutely. They've had their last 6 inside 50s.
That's a big kick from McInerney, but it's
good
down
mark.
the middle. And there's Trent Gers. He's going to punch this ball back into their forward 50.
Oh, it's a big fella, Guilfoyle. Can't take the
Guilfoyle
mark.
flew. Wood was there. He's wrapped up immediately by Guilfoyle.
not over yet.
Just couldn't jump, could he? Guilfoyle. Whether he's got nothing in there, because obviously heavily bandaged knee. Just
That knee's been bandaged since he came into the
Yeah,
competition a couple of
yeah.
seasons ago.
Yeah, I think he's
We
just
are
got-
over 25 minutes gone in the third quarter.
just that leap. Like just needed to jump at it. Just couldn't- whether he miss time it maybe, but yeah. Tanunda are pressing hard here. Tanunda are pressing hard. They get the next one.
Kick
She's game on.
up and down. Big fly, no one can take it. Tanunda have got numbers there. Tanunda are getting numbers to the contest like Angaston were in the second term.
Absolutely. So it's a contrast. Oh, they flip the coin. Now we're seeing Angaston, Tanunda doing all the scoring and holding the territory inside that
Tanunda's
450.
effort level's gone up.
Oh, another notch. Absolutely.
Kick out wide, finds Shannon. He plays on down the line, little kick. Gets his teammate in Tuckwell.
No more damage.
Just control with the footy in here. Angaston, they'll just control it. Take the tempo out of the game.
Just short kicks. They just want to take the steam out of Tanunda's momentum.
Pretty close to three-quarter time. Last thing they want to do, Angaston, is leak a goal.
Kick.
Free kick.
Free
Which
kick
way that's
going
going
the
to go.
way of Angaston.
Unrealistic attempt.
So they'll send this ball forward.
So Shepherd
Long.
with a
Big
rare touch
contest
this quarter.
flies. And wow, a lot of hands touched that ball, it looked like, but the mark paid to the man at the front of the contest.
That would be Ben.
Big Ben Antoni. He's got a big left foot, but the wind has swung and is now right in his face. So it's been coming across the ground all day. Now it's going more towards the northern end.
In the contrast of the game, it's a big kick in that Teagues.
The contrast or the context?
Here we go. What's he done?
Big kick. And he has done it. Sends the Angaston supporters into raptures. Ben Antoni, who was always going to play a big role in this game, it's taken 3 quarters for him to really stamp his authority. But that mark, something that very few players on this ground can do.
Yeah, absolutely. Just that late goal that one, that Angaston didn't want to leak a goal the other way, and then of course the Tanunda didn't want that scenario to happen either. So you know, now it's a 21-point game, and Tanunda 4-6-30, Angaston 7-9-51
On the
21
birds off the scoreboard. So a handy margin for the Panthers at 3/4 time. Not over yet though, 1 quarter to go. Tanunda showed in that quarter that they can really pressure. But if we look up to the flags on our right, the wind has really turned and is favouring the northern end, which Angaston will be kicking to in the fourth.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, it's what we just saw there. The next 10 or 15 minutes, the game got back on Tanunda's team, which they liked. It's something they were incapable of doing in the first half, and now they've got it back on terms. And as we all know, they can score and score very quickly. Their offensive power is huge, missing a few key personnel, but they are damaging. Once again, they'll give themselves every opportunity. The message would be, we've got nothing to lose here at 3/4 time. Similar margin to what we were last week. You just got to roll the dice, back the process, take a chance. You never know.
Yeah, that's what they are going to have to take a risk in this last quarter, because it is a huge margin to make up in 1 quarter. You've kicked a total of 30 for the game, you're 21 goal man. So you've got to kick 4 goals to win the game. That's without the opposition scoring. So that's a massive ask for any team. But they finished top of the table at the end of the minor round for a reason. They're an elite outfit and they've got talent to burn. The likes of Wildman and Calhoun will have a big say in this final quarter. I still think Jared Traynor has a part to play. Guilfoyle showed in that quarter that forward he is a dangerous threat. But they need to find more consistent play through the midfield. Their transition hasn't been quick often enough. Angaston need to come back to the tempo they showed us in the second quarter. Their third quarter wasn't at the same level, and they do risk allowing Tanunda a sniff if they cannot bring the same numbers to every contest that they did in the second term. That second term was elite from Angaston. They had 3 or 4 players seemingly at every contest, and that support from the teammates allowed them to put so much pressure on Tanunda and just create so many scoring opportunities. Even though they missed a number of goals, they were able to kick enough in that second term to create this scoreline and take the game by the throat. Goal kickers so far, Stephen Summerton, the leader today with 3. 1 to Gavin Shepherd, 1 Malachi Colhagen, 1 to Durden, 1 to Ben Antoni. So they are spreading the goals around the Panthers. Tanunda all single goal kickers. But as we see spectators now leaving the ground, really good crowd in attendance, hoping that we get a bumper crowd next week at Tanunda. It's worthy of it. It's going to be a great game. Whoever gets through, Willaston are going to put up a great show regardless of who they play. Donnybrooks have got a really strong team. A lot of players who have been there for a long time at Willaston are looking for that one last chance. The likes of Sam Walton, Az Fry, Josh Waldhooter, Sean Childs, all looking for that one premiership to steal their careers, aren't they, Craig?
Yeah, well, that's one thing that's missing from a very from that playing group. So they'll be hungry as so let's see who's going to be the worthy opponent
all
next
up
week.
To start the fourth quarter. Tanunda get that hat kick out. Jack May with a little mark. He's still in the centre, goes long into the wind. The ball really held up there, but well read by Guilfoyle going back with it. That's gutsy. And he can have a shot, but he's not far inside the 50, and the breeze is in his face now.
Yeah, so Guilfoyle with his third mark inside 50. Let's see how this goes.
Now. Hangs that to the left. And he's got that.
That's his second Guilfoyle.
Excellent kick from the big fella. So he's got 5 for the season. He kicked 3 before today and 2 today.
Now, he's in unfamiliar territory to where he normally plays.
Correct.
So he's very good defending. Team of the year, he would be, there's no doubt. He'd be the best centre half back in the competition. So
by a long way.
Absolutely.
Just don't let Paddy White hear you say that.
Paddy White is here today, but
he is.
He wouldn't be listening.
He'd be causing a nuisance somewhere.
With his headband on. But that makes things a little bit interesting now, Teagues.
15 points the margin. Tap down. Falkenberg goes back and gets it. He's wrapped up by Summerton.
I thought it would have been because everyone that was
On the edge of our seats now. Adams v Falkenberg. Good work through there, Archie Haddon. Gets that kick forward. Gets good distance on it. Couldn't track that down, Antoni.
Need to find a way to get one or two here.
So Angaston pressing now. They're up deep in their forward line. Materski with the tap.
High.
And free kick going the way of Angaston for a high tackle. Malachi Colhagen was running through the contest at speed, hit the ball, and was brought down immediately. He's got a chance for his second goal of the second half.
Right-hand goal pass.
He's very good. I like the way he attacks the contest.
Real coming of age for a young player.
Sometimes he's come out of the contest full of speed, which is one of his great assets.
Back and just offline, another miss for the Panthers. They're trying to win this with points.
They are.
Not really a plan I would have gone with.
No. But in saying that, Tanunda kicked the last two before three-quarter time instead of allowing Angaston to kick that last one.
Tanunda go long. Guilfoyle was there and gets a free kick. Goes against him.
Not there, McInerney.
I didn't really see that. And wow, McInerney threw it forward and a big mark from Jay Shannon.
He can 50-50.
So he's going back and taking the responsibility here.
Anguston's 12th mark inside 50, opposed to Tanunda's 6.
And 3 of those are Guilfoyle.
Absolutely.
In. Hits that really well, but just off to the left. Been a tough day for goal kicking for the Panthers.
Lock it in, go!
So Cahoon with the kicking in duties.
And they're off. Tanunda on the run. Go long down the middle now. There's Tommy Ryan at the back, goes with that trusty left foot. Benny Schiller was parked under it, well defended. Ball pops out. Archie Haddon pursuing Jack May. Haddon reads it better. Gives the handball back to Hood, who's under pressure. Hood goes further back. Finds McInerney, who doesn't panic. McInerney comes long.
Great composure. Great composure by McInerney.
Schubert was parked under that, then lays the tackle on Gers. Gers didn't like that much.
Clock at 26.
Good tackle from Jay Shannon.
Yeah, stop ducking, fella. It's not fair.
Good work from Schubert in the right. Materski's wrapped up immediately.
Scrimmage in front of us here.
Colhoun wrapped up by Summerton on that occasion.
3 repeat stoppages there, Teagues.
Falkenberg with the tap. There's Corcoran out of the contest, goes across the face, into space. Durden couldn't quite get to it. Angaston won that back, but a really good tackle there. Hugh Smart wrapped him up. So the ball up deep in Angaston's forward line. Shepherd in the ruck, wins the ball, grabs it himself, but he's shut down. Tanunda have got it now. Really good tackle there from Angus Pfeiffer. And free kick being paid. No? Just the umpire changing over. I misread that signal, my bad. Good throw in. Adams gets over with the tap, but Tanunda read it well. Really good tackle, that's gang tackling. Angaston look like they're back to their second quarter intensity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good work hitting the contest by Smart. He gets the handball forward. Guys look like they're out here. That kick there, bite off in the middle. That's excellent play. They go further afield.
May now.
Jack May's in space.
It's important to take the mark. He's got Hahn hurt. He's found him.
That's an excellent pass. Well weighted. Didn't panic at all. Hahn's got this kick, but the wind is going to make this tough again.
Not as easy as it looks to me.
Took some courage from Guilfoyle to take that mark and then actually come inside the high risk, high reward area to Cahoon, and obviously Cahoon's a good distributor of the footy too, so really exciting play there from him.
And he has mongreled that, but it nearly worked out. Jack Miles with a desperation smother. Miles grabs the ball again, tried to get the handball out. That's captaincy at its finest.
Bit of a Barry Crocker there, wasn't it?
That was nearly a Nick Ryman kick.
I'm sure Nick won't mind you saying that, Teagues.
He proudly owns his helicopter. That's a high tackle. Going the way of Angaston. They come inside. Didn't quite make it the hood, but he's got the wheels. Got tackled. Got the handball away. Quick kick inside for Durden on the lead, hit the ball hard. And that's been the hallmark of the Panthers all year.
Third mark inside 50 for Durden for the day. Only the one goal. It's been a good battle between him and Westhoff.
Westhoff has been very good the last 2 weeks. Coming in now. Very important kick.
Very important kick, Teagues.
Goes back. And he doesn't mess around. There's a reason he's the leading goal kicker in the competition. Not here to count spiders, as they say.
There is another saying there, but
There is,
we can't say it on there.
But Jed Durden really stood up for his team on that occasion.
Absolutely. Good transition of footy too from defence to attack, and we often see it.
You're a bit cold there. Shivering, the temperature has dropped.
A little bit of shivering happening here, teams, but anyway, we'll get through, mate. We'll get through as we always do, my friend.
Yeah, we suffer through for our art. Here we go. I've got something to keep you warm.
No, we're all right, mate. We're all good. Oh, good mark.
Oh, good mark. That's a good juggling mark under pressure. Guilfoyle, he is really standing up for his team now. Here we go. Keep yourself warm, buddy.
Oh, what have I got? Oh, hello. Are you saying that Angaston are going to win this, mate? Is that what you're saying? Is that why I brought
No,
this scarf on?
I feel sorry for you. You're a little man and you're freezing.
Yeah, with his third, so Tanunda go to 6-6.
That's a crucial goal for the Pies to hit back straight away after Angaston scored through Durden.
It's been the story of the day, isn't it? They've always just been at this margin. They haven't been able to get any closer, and they had an opportunity just close to 3/4 time to get there. Yeah.
And we can't sort of dismiss the magnitude of this game for Tanunda. It's the year where they've opened their new facility at Tanunda.
Yeah,
big season for them. They'd want to cap this off by playing in a home grand final.
Absolutely. They're not shot yet, especially at the 11-minute mark of the last quarter. And it's only a 17-point game, so we can see anything from here, mate. Free kick is paid to Tanunda, so they will turn defence into attack. Thanks for looking after me, Teague. It's looking really good there, mate. Ball bouncing in the middle like a bit of a ping pong ball. And there's a ball up as umpire Lawless says I'll have it linked, and right in the middle of the ground they go. So there we go. ball up, a repeat stoppage.
Wildman up in the ruck on that occasion.
Yeah, third minute. Cahoon was too quick for his teammate and Watson there.
Angaston player was ripped down off the contest. No free kick forthcoming for Colhagen.
Consistent umpiring for Tanunda.
Ball down, everyone just jumps in. Umpire says, no, I'll have it. As we are 13 minutes into the fourth quarter, 2024 prelim final. Steve Rusker there laying a tackle. Good kick forward. Jay Shannon, too strong in the air on that occasion for Trent Gers. And strength isn't an area that Gers usually beaten in, but Jay Shannon just so strong through the core. And a little bit taller as well.
Just read the ball better off the foot, as all good forwards do, don't they? Like there's some, just a natural
league football now.
Absolutely, just that ability to read the ball off the better than the defenders. There's just an art to it. You see the common forwards that they just read it a bit better, and it was a scrappy old kick, but you know, luck's a fortune, as they say, and Shannon is going to really put the icing on the cake here.
Goes back and nails the goal. That could be the one.
Down your glasses.
So Jay Shannon with his first goal of the day takes Angaston to 9-11-65, leading Tanunda 6-6-42 on the Birds Barossa scoreboard. Almost 15 minutes gone, fourth quarter.
Yeah, so interesting from here, 14 and a half minutes gone. I would say 12 or 13 minutes to play.
Somerton went for the kick out of the air once again, missed it on that occasion. Watson was holding him off the ball. It's been a great contest the second half between those two as they lock up again. Somerton wasn't able to get to it on that occasion. Kavatersky, what a good take. Gets the ball onto his boot, under pressure. Colhagen was under that, couldn't get his hands to it.
Smart, he punched the ball for 20 metres forward. He knew he was going to make it.
So he's earned his team a ball up 30 metres on from where the contest was. There we go, Jay Shannon's got the ball once again. So he'll be having his third shot for the quarter. Big players stand up when it matters.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of experience there.
And now connects nicely. Not going to make the distance. Big fly from the back.
Ball trickles over and touch. That means young Ollie Barras, the boundary umpire, will have to throw it in.
Angaston just doing all the pressing now. That wind is definitely in their favour and just keeping the ball in their half.
Jay Shannon comes off the ground with a much deserved rest and going with another gun.
So just gun for gun.
Tuckwell around the body.
Dylan Tuckwell just offline. And that's his second miss of the day, I think.
Okay, there we go.
And now Gers the lone Magpie against three Panthers.
Yeah.
As good clean up from Tyrell Burgess. Puts it to a dangerous spot. And good mark taken. Benny Antoni. Tyrell Burgess just smashing the ball forward. That's very clever from the young man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Young Hollywood.
The kick out was an interesting one to a 4-on-1, and that was probably the most interesting kick.
The first time they've gone away from their set kicking.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And probably to one of the smallest blokes on the field too. It wasn't the smartest kick coming out, exiting from the defence.
Coming in now. Uses the wind beautifully. That's a really big hit on the kicking.
That's his second. So Angaston go to 10-12. 72 to Tanunda 6-6-42, so 30 points now.
But that was a let-off for Tanunda with the miss, but that kick out, a huge mistake, gave Angaston the opportunity to hit back and kick another goal.
Oh, 100%. We talked about opportunities and taking the most of the opportunities, especially at this level. It doesn't take much, does it? So.
Angaston play on from the middle. Ball bounce at lead dirt. Tanunda mopping up that kick around the corner. Tyrell Burgess with the punch. He had May. Was holding him before he actually grabbed it. But good, clever work there from the young forward.
Off the foot, that one.
Off the boot, but those 50-50s rarely get paid. I don't see an issue there. Ball in. Tap down. Rusker grabs it. He's brought down immediately. Almost 20 minutes gone.
Falkenberg done a ton of work for Tanunda in the ruck today.
He will be exhausted at the end of the game. Schubert just ran onto that, couldn't take it. Stevie Rusker turns on that right foot, just pops it up. Shepherd was one-handed at that. Tanunda able to rebound here, just missed Gers. So we'll have a stoppage just inside Angaston's forward 50.
Yep, so at the 20-minute mark, Angaston 10-12, 72 to Tanunda 6-6-42, so 30 points.
Tanunda with the kick out of defence.
Tanunda will need a miracle.
Mason Feltus with the handball. Through the middle, Tanunda, they go long. Well defended, one-on-one.
Well defended there, especially with the personnel of
That kick in, finds a loose player for Tanunda.
Take your time!
Calhoun
will go back and should kick this one.
No, don't rush it.
Has really dropped out of the game in the second half.
Oh, he's done a ton of work leading up to that. Him and Wildman spent
Push
majority.
that through. No. Marked. Is it marked on the line?
Ah, she's a goal, mate.
Goal.
She's a goal. He's done a ton of work. Him and Waldman, even last week, like Waldman spent 100% time on the field block and in the midfield. He's just, those boys have been obviously with Callum and Doherty missing from their midfield lineup. Yeah, the boys had to shoulder majority of the work with a little bit of help, but sometimes it takes a toll, and surely it's done that today. It's hard to go against 2 or 3 opponents.
Angaston now heading forward once again. And Shepherd, who started this game in a blaze, has a chance to add a goal.
He started very well, didn't he? He was electric, and to Bailey Smith's credit, he's done well after
quarter time has really
quarter time, right.
served his influence.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, he was pretty dominant in the first quarter and a half, wasn't he? The ability to get up the ground, lose his opponent, and get him coming to the other side.
Didn't connect with that perfectly, and just off to the right.
He's kicked 1 goal 3 for the game. Go with Rusker's 3 points as well. My mate.
You're still upset about that, aren't
I'm still very upset about it, mate.
you? You're wrong. You should be used to that by now.
Yeah, absolutely. Couldn't mark the recording to it.
So Angaston really had this game by the throat now. 23 minutes gone with a very handy 25-point lead. They send the ball back into the forward 50. Antony at the front, he was pulled down.
It's interesting enough, Jack Collins has gone, he has to go on back to Ben Antony. So, given the fact that Guilfoyle is forward for him, but different type of player, but he's done it right. Jack's normally renowned for his wing, but he was really good in the first half on the wing.
He's showing a lot of versatility.
Absolutely.
Ball up again. Shepherd in the ruck against Falkenberg. Corcoran's got that little kick out, but Wildman kick around the corner. That's a good strong mark from Reinke. The one-hander. He was too big, too strong. Size does matter.
We're very blessed with the young talent that we've got running around the BL&G, haven't we?
Yes. Good handball there, good juggle. Steve Summoner around the corner. And good work on the goal line by Matt Westhoff to take it through for a point. Colhoun plays on straight away. Got a mark out on the outer side. They go by hand. Wildman. He goes longer on this occasion. He's got May right down on the wing.
One of the better players today, May. He's been very good.
Good link up here for the Pies. The kick where they've had trouble all day. That's a good defensive mark. Reinke, who has gone all the way down the field to intercept.
"24 scoring shots to 13 tells the story of the day. They're really, especially in that first half.
Pocket. Just waved young Angus Pfeiffer off there. It's too far down the field, so he waited for the short option. And Kvatersky. Really good mark there from Shepherd. Big grab.
Very good in that.
Pulling up his ramp.
Very good.
He's going to come off straight away.
He's very good in that space, isn't he, Shepherd? His contested marks are sensational.
Goes long down the line. Westhoff was there. Got his step to the ball. Oh, Bailey Smith.
I'm the only one staying on.
Tanunda still hanging on, still defending. We are nearly 26 minutes gone, final quarter. Kick around the corner. Shepherd was there, takes the final mark of the game. Siren is over. Angaston are heading to the 2024 Grand Final. Next week at Tanunda, Willaston versus Angaston. Will be a classic Grand Final. Be there or you don't love footy. Thanks for joining us today, Craig. Better players for each team?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Obviously for Tanunda you got Colhoun. Wildman had plenty of the footy. I thought Bailey Smith was good, Jack Collins was good, Jack May was good for the Tanunda side. For Newry Angaston, yeah, they're normal suspects, mate. They had plenty of it when you go through their goal kickers, and you see that it's a shared load, but they were very good across there. Their back six were
Guildford's
fantastic.
second half was immense.
Immense, yeah. And to say that Jack Miles probably had him covered in the first half, but to his credit, as all good footballers do, mate, they bounce back, don't they, mate?
Yes. But Angaston, really important day for them, for their footy club in their development. Huge day. A lot of young players who are in finals for the first time, and they progress to a grand final.
Yeah, they do. Their 17s done the job this morning as well, so obviously good luck to them in the grand final next week. And obviously, yeah, I've been saying that for 10 weeks. I think Angaston have been the most going under the radar for the whole season. It's only just lately, but they haven't been going under my radar. They've got us twice already, but considering that it's been 11 points and 7 points. So
Well, your radar is a lot lower to the ground, so it's very hard to go under that.
So I'm tipping that next week will be a absolute...
Next week will be a great game. Your Willaston against my Angaston.
Yes, I've got the Willaston colours on.
You've got the Angaston scarf on at the moment.
I've got the Angaston scarf which you put upon me, mate. So we'll see how we go, eh? So I'm really looking forward to it. And you know, any of the top 5 in the competition this year could have gone on and played in the big dance. You know, that's how even the top 5 competition was this year. And no disrespect to the other 4 teams below, but yeah, it's a great result for the Angaston Footy Club. They go through to the 2024 grand final, and we'll see what the result brings next week, Teagues. And
That was fantastic. We will be back on air next Saturday live from Tanunda. So if you cannot get to the game, join us on YouTube, and we will bring you the game the best we can.
yeah.
Thank you.